Hi, grade 4. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Today we're starting the order of operations. So this is a fairly simple lesson. I think you guys will be able to get it nice and easy. So let's start right away. So there's a certain order of steps for this. So the book calls it PDMAS, or I call it BDMAS because brackets is a little bit easier to understand than parentheses. So the very first step is you have to do whatever is in the parentheses or the brackets. Then after that, you would have to look at the division and multiplication starting from the left and then going to the right. And then once you're done the division and multiplication, you would go to the addition and subtraction starting from left to right. So we're just going to go over a couple questions together. That way you guys understand exactly how we do this. So the very first step that we would do would be the brackets. So we'd be doing 5 minus 3. So quickly do that in your head. 5 minus 3 would be 2. So 6 times 2. So the very next step we'd have to do, because we're done the brackets, there's no more brackets, so we'd have to look for division first. Is there any division? Nope. Then multiplication. There's a multiplication question. So we're going to be doing 6 times 2. So quickly go through your 2 times tables. 6 times 2 is 12. Good job. All right, so that was a fairly simple one, only had to be done in 2 steps. So let's move on to another one. This one's a little bit more complicated. So it's 9 plus 20 divided by 5 plus 7. So the very first thing we have to look for is our brackets. Are there any brackets in this question? No. So then we have to look at division. Is there any division questions? Yes. So 20 divided by 5 is our very first step. So 20 divided by 5, quickly do that in your head. What times 5 is equal to 20? So we know it's 4. So 9 plus 4 plus 7. So now we have to look at, is there any multiplication? No multiplication, so we can move on. Is there any addition? Yes, there is. And which order do we do our addition? Do we do 4 plus 7 first, or do we do it all at once? So we have to start, remember, from the left. So we do 9 plus 4 first. So do that in your head. 9 plus 4 be 13. So 13 plus 7. So we still have additions. We're still in the same steps. And now we have to do our next one, which would be 13 plus 7. So 13 plus 7, do that in your head for a second. It would be 20. So that means our answer to 9 plus 20 divided by 5 plus 7 would be 20. All right, so I have a couple more left. So here's our next one, 16 minus 4 times 12. So what is our very first step? What are we supposed to do first? We're supposed to do the brackets first. So we have to do 16 minus 4. So do that in your head with 16 minus 4. It would be 12. So now we have to do 12 times 12. That's all that's left to do, so we do that. 12 times tables, 12 times 12 is equal to 144. Good job. All right, next one. This one's a little more complicated. Let's see if you guys can do this one without me telling you how to do it. So what is the very first step to our BDMAS? What does the B stand for? It stands for brackets. So that means we'd be doing 2 times 3 first. So what is 2 times 3? 6. So we do 18 divided by 2 times 6. All right, what is our next step? Remember BDMAS. So we did the B, there's no more brackets. So what does D stand for? Division. So that means we'd have to do 18 divided by 2 first. So what is 18 divided by 2? What times 2 is equal to 18? 9. So we'd be doing 9 times 6. So our last step would be 9 times 6, which is equal to Go through your 9 times tables. Be 54. Good job. All right, I think you guys understand. Remember, if you need help, you can look at the lesson in the textbook. It does tell you the order of everything, and I'm sure you guys will be fine. All right, goodbye, grade 4.